Hey guys, so classic case of long time no see, huh? So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of put on some makeup. I've got some more videos that I want to film today. I have a bunch of videos that I need to edit. I'm just going on with some green primer. So where have I been? How have things been? I've been busy with other things and just general. You know how I get sometimes. I just go through these periods of like sheer exhaustion, and you know, as the kids get older, things change. The routine is not the same, and I'm kind of having. I suppose it started like early October. I started having like a life overhaul, and just trying to keep on top of doing videos just was not part of that. I wanted to get a foundation sort of sorted before I started building onto that, and sort of prioritizing. And not to make you guys feel bad, but YouTube just was not a priority for the last like month and a half, if not longer. And I already had reduced amount of time that I could spend doing YouTube anyway. So it made sense to me to just sort of back away entirely. And that's what happened. But apart from that, I've been doing a lot of other things and taking things very seriously. Just going in with the Revolution Prime and Hydrate Primer. So the foundation I'm using is the Lift and Illuminate from number 7. I'm just sort of playing about with, or have been playing about with different foundations. But I do have a lot of videos, or a lot of footage that needs editing. I don't know if they'd be relevant or if you guys even want to see it. But I might just throw it up and see what you guys think. I tried to do some vloggy stuff, but there's a few bits where I went off on like little tangents and rants, and I don't know if I'm going to upload them. I had a little bit of a rant about my feelings about Miss Rona, and I also had a little rant about this whole, you know, people expecting the government to feed their kids thing. Short little snippets of me saying that. It sounds like I'm really harsh and callous, but I explain it very well in the rant. I may leave that in then. But yeah, I have been doing a little bit of vloggies. I was trying to do like weekly vlog type things. But I just wasn't able to get around to editing them. So it's all great being able to film things, but if I can't edit them and upload them, they're pretty much useless, aren't they? But yeah, I have a few videos about makeup baskets and how I felt about them. I have a couple of haul videos I need to upload. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's sitting sort of on my hard drive that I get to. I also wanted to take this opportunity to address a few things, like particularly project panning stuff. At this current moment in time, I am not partaking in any project pans. None. All my project pans are void. I'm not partaking in any. Like I said, it was not a priority. I just stuffed makeup in my basket and I have been applying it every day. Some of it new, some of it old. I picked things that were working, switched out things that weren't, and just kind of went with it. I did not have the time or the energy to do much more than that and to give it much more attention than that. So project planning kind of went out the window. I do have an empties video to share from, I believe it's August, September's and October's empties to share. I have been finishing a lot of products, and I may save them till the end of November so I can include November's empties, because I'm finishing a lot of products this month also. So it's not that I haven't been actively finishing things, I've just not been actively project planning. I've just been using whatever is closest and putting it back in the same place, so it's always the closest thing. Like, say I'm in the bath, this is the closest shower gel, and just putting it back in the same place, so it's always the closest shower gel, so it gets used up. It's not necessarily shower gel I was supposed to be using per project, but it's the one that's getting used up, so either way I see that as a win-win. But yeah, I will have a video coming up soon. I'm going to record this today, and it's going to be my intentions for project planning in 2021. I'm just kind of throwing my makeup on right now in real time. Like, this is how quickly I would be. This is maybe a fraction slower than how I would be going in the morning, but I also don't have 2 children to distract me right now. Today is a day off. Luna is out with her dad shopping. I've only got Roro, and he's currently sort of settling down into nap mode. He's not quite sleeping, but he's definitely sleepy. Ordinarily, if I were doing this when getting ready for work, I would be like, oh, I'd be stopping every 5 minutes to tear those 2 apart. Their roughhousing has gotten unbelievable in the last month. Just unbelievable. You can't even leave the room for 5 seconds, and I'm not exaggerating. You could literally leave the room for 5 seconds and one of them would be screaming because someone had hurt someone. It's it is not doing good for my stress levels, and I'm genuinely concerned it's going to give me like high blood pressure. I need all my mamas out there, give me tips. Help me stay calm. What do you do to stay calm? Because it's always in the morning when I'm still tired, and it's always in the evening when I've had a hard day at work and I'm tired. So give me anything. Anything. I will say I find it easier to deal with them in the morning when I find it easier to deal with them in the morning. That sounds so bad, deal with them. But I find it easier to stay calm and stuff in the morning when I've been up a good length of time, when I actually hit my like 4 a.m. target and do my 4 a.m. mornings. But on the days where I have slept in a bit and I haven't gone up till like 5:30 or like 10 to 6 or something, or in some cases 6:30, depending on how tired I've been. Oh, those are not good mornings because I don't have my alone time, my sort of meditation time. And I'll be honest, guys, I'm just not one of those parents that can be around their kids 24/7. I just don't think I'm one of those parents. I haven't seen what I've been using, have I? So I did the Lift and Illuminate foundation. I'm using these 2 new concealers I got from Revolution, the Ultimate Radiant Under Eye Concealer and the XX Revolution Concealer. Yes, I bought new things. And the powder is the I Love Our Heart Revolution Peach, because I just saw them and I was like, I really want to try them. And they're actually pretty decent. I do enjoy them. I've got the 2 XX Revolution brow products. This is XX Fine Brow. I originally plopped them in here just to like try them out, and they just kind of never left my makeup basket. They're good, they're quick, they're easy. The XX Fine is good for a more natural brow. The other one is slightly thicker. It's more like my other, like the other one comes with this little brush for blending. But it comes with the more like triangular shaped one for like thicker, more bushy brows, whereas this is just a nice almost minimalist brow for me. I was doing soap brows for a while, but I just haven't had time lately to do them. I'm going to pop on some lip gloss because my lips are like getting really chapped. I've been using lip balm like nobody's business. I've got like 2 lip balms that are almost finished. And I've been really enjoying this Pout Balm lip gloss. I think if I was ever going to buy another gloss, this would probably be it. But by the time I finish all the other gloss products I own, Revolution probably won't do these anymore. These are what I imagine the Fenty gloss bombs would be like. Just a classic sort of sticky gloss. But I don't want to pay Fenty prices. This was like a $5. Right, so onto brows. No, done brows. Onto eyeshadow. I've actually do like my tops. My top. I got these a couple of weeks ago. They're from Primark. They're like £6 a piece. I got this color. I got like a sort of steel blue, a mustard yellow, and like a burgundy red. And I just kind of live in them. Best £24 I spent a long time on clothes. It's been one of these like weird like last few months, like I've wanted to spend money, and every time I've gone out there's been like nothing I wanted to buy. I'm actively wanting to spend money and there's nothing to spend my money on, which I suppose is good, because then I'm not spending money. But I'm in that sort of mind frame where I want new things. But the new things out there just ain't wowing me. It's like I'm sure I've mentioned it before, the only place I get my sort of beauty news from is Angelica Nyqvist. Angie's going on the wish list or nah every Sunday. That's the only one that I watched, and I maybe watched Tara Baby's haul, because she does more of like the, you know, your mainstream, your Dior, your Chanel shopping thing. So I'll watch her for that. But the 3 things that have popped up that have maybe interest me in the going on the wish list or not videos, I've gone and checked them out, and within like looking at different images of it, like the difference between the Instagram image, what the brand takes picture of, and what the stock picture is on an online store. I'm done. I don't want it. I think the last thing that I took my fancy was Sample Beauty. There was a Sample Beauty palette this last Sunday that she showed. It looked gorgeous. It looked rather much like this. But that was every time I went to one place that stocked it, another place that stocked it, and every time I looked at the image I was like, you know what, it kind of looks like this palette that I've put together myself. Let's not bother. These are Coastal Scents, and I've been using this palette for the bulk of November, part of October as well, and I freaking love it. I actually bought these Coastal Scents eyeshadows about this time last year, if not a bit earlier. It was one of my last purchases, or like it was a sort of justified planned purchase when I was going to do that 5-year no buy that fizzled out into nothing. Remember that? I should really stop saying I'm going to go on a no buy. I really should. I never do it, do I? I'm just going to do a light look today. Nothing too jazzy. But yeah, I pretty much, it was like $1 a shadow, so I picked up all of them, plus a couple of palettes to put them in. I think there's maybe like 5 or 10 shades that I couldn't get because they're out of stock. Honestly, if you're looking for variety in eyeshadow, do that. It'll cost you like $250 to get all of the shades plus palettes, but you will be able to recreate almost any palette that'll come out into the market. I've even got some dupes to like some Natasha Denona shades in here. and they're really good quality. I very much enjoy them. This video is just kind of everywhere, isn't it? As are most of my get ready with me videos. But I've just been kind of enjoying the makeup that I have. I've picked up a few new little bits. I did pick up the whatchamacallit, the XX Revolution Extravaganza palette. I know, because I totally need another bright, colourful rainbow palette. But it's actually really nice. I really enjoy it. And from the colours I've used, it's pretty decent quality as far as Revolution makeup goes. But you guys know I don't mind Revolution quality. I think it's pretty decent. You're paying £4 for 15 eyeshadows. For the price, pretty decent. It works fine for me. Sure, there's some duds, but there's some duds in Natasha Denona too. There's some duds in MAC. I don't know, it kind of does bug me a little bit how much people like to rag on Makeup Revolution for their quality when it's like it's a super budget brand. Chill. Have you tried those bite quads from e.l.f.? Those are pretty crap. Well, the one I have was pretty crap. I got the hot jalapeno one. I used it like twice and I don't like it. Like the shimmery, like shimmery lime green shimmer I like, but like the olivey matte green, just no, it's chalky, it's powdery, it doesn't really blend very well. And that was what, £3 for 4 shadows? My opinion on that. What am I gonna put on? I am going to go for the hot orange shimmer and then probably blend into the corally one. I quite like this little range that I've created together. It actually really reminds me of like the Boss Moods palette from Morphe, and maybe I should just bust out the Boss Moods palette from Morphe, but I really want to play with my Coastal Scent shadows, so here we are. But aside from makeup related stuff, I've been busy with like a few other projects. As some of you know, I did try and set up a publishing company. That went downhill really quickly. There's only so much of your own money you can invest in someone when it's not going anywhere. I appreciate it was one of those weird things. It's like you're doing it all yourself. You've made it very clear that you're doing it all yourself, but people still treat it like the people that you're talking to are still approaching it like you have a team behind you and that this is all you do. Well, you made it quite clear that you have a day job and you're the only person doing these things, so please, can we just like get it sorted, get it going, get the ball rolling, because the sooner we get the ball rolling, the sooner we can get progress. And but yeah, it's one of like, how's the best way to describe it? There's only so much I can do before the contract's signed. Like, until the contract's signed, I really can't do anything. I can't share anything with you. Don't ask me about my marketing strategy or how much it's going to cost to get it printed or anything like that. Don't ask me business questions when we're not doing business together, if that makes sense. I'm going to go in with my lining shadow. This is another palette that I put together. I freaking love this so much. We have some like Makeup Geek shadows, Anastasia, a couple of NYX shadows. The black and white use is actually a NYX shadow. There's Inglot, old Max Factor blushes, Estee Lauder, Elizabeth Arden, Mary Luminizer, Rose Illumination from Elizabeth Arden, and that's Summer from Anastasia Glow Kit thing. But yeah, that was mostly what sort of slowed everything down, trying to skirt around, trying to answer questions without giving away my whole hand, because I don't want. Definitely had emails from people who were just trying to steal my business plan, and then I just kind of ran out of personal funds to put in it. And in the meantime, I got very behind in working on my own writing projects. So I've decided to go back and just work on my own writing projects. And once that's generated some income, I'll try and set up the publishing company again. Because I'll have titles under me, proof of social proof that I can sell books, make money. It's not to be big-headed, but I came up with a 5 to 10 year plan for that company. I put a lot of time and effort into coming up with that business plan. I'm not going to say it was foolproof, but it definitely had a lot of potential in it. And it's going to be strategies that I'm going to use in my own solo independent publishing actions in the future. I'm going to go in with the Rose Illumination highlight. Oh, I keep going into the Mary Luminizer because I used it for pretty much the whole of October. It's like autopilot now. And I'm going to go with my blushes, and all I actually do is like swirl in all three of them. Because I like the color that they make together. And then lastly, I'm going to throw on some bronzer, and I'm currently using NARS Casino, and I got this new brush from Morphe. It's like a flat top bronzer, the M177. I remember when these little kabukis are like all the rage for doing bronzer, but they're alright. They're just not good for like precise bronzer placement, I don't think. So yeah, and I have a video that's going to be coming up, well, I'm going to be filming a video that's going to be coming up soon talking all about my writing projects, because I have so many of them. I've been listening to a lot of indie author writing tips and marketing podcasts, and I actually watched this thing, it's called I say thing like it's a nothing. It's a pretty big event. It's called the 20 Books to 50K. And they did an event in Vegas last year and they filmed a lot of the talks. So I've been watching those over and over again, and there's all these things you can do to further ensure that your writing will be a success. Like obviously write good, be a good writer, but things like the level at which you should write to, the style in which you should write to, like in perspective or tense, making sure you have a quality cover, make sure your cover doesn't look like you made it in paint. What else? Like knowing acknowledging what you write, but also acknowledging what area within that or subgenre within that is selling well at the moment, and see if you can interweave those together. There's a lot of a little bit schemy, a little bit shady. it just looks like grubby money making strategizing. But when you spend all that effort and all that time and energy and effort into creating something to sell, you want people to buy it. You want it to be in everyone's hands. You're so proud of what you've done. You want it to be everywhere. So yeah, it's good to have all that sort of like helpful advice and information. But yeah, I'm done. My makeup is on. This is very similar to what I'd be doing at work. I would either be doing this or I'd be doing like a green eye, because I have a lot of green eyeshadows in here. Or I do something with like the burgundies down there. Occasionally I go a little bit more orangey than this. But more often than not, it's like a green I go for, but I like it. I like it a lot. I'm still forming an opinion on this foundation. I've had it for, I want to say I've had this foundation for about a year. I'm pretty sure I have. If not, maybe longer. I don't know. I'm still forming an opinion on it. It's like a serum foundation. I like the Revolution CC cream better. That's not what this video about, is it? If you have any questions about any of the products I use in here, just ask away. I don't know whether I'm gonna put on. I'll throw on some mascara. In my order for the Extravaganza palette, there was like a beauty box Boots was doing, and I got a free tube of Great Lash in it. I haven't used Great Lash since I was in college, and that was in 2007. So. Like, it might have been great at the time, but it's alright. It gets some colour on your lashes. It doesn't really do anything to it. It just colours them. And then you poke yourself in the eye. I'm not a big mascara wearer anymore, I will say that. Because I got fed up of doing my eye makeup, smoking stuff underneath, and then walking to work and having my eyes stream and having to wipe off all the eyeshadow underneath. I have thought maybe I should like just take an eyeshadow, like a mini, like a quad dealie or a single shadow with me for touch-ups. I used to do that. I had like a little trio from Collection 2000 that I used to keep in my makeup bag for touching up my lower lash line, or if like my outer V started to fade during the day, I would touch up my eyeshadow. That was when I was like really high maintenance and I was super good at panning makeup, if you guys remember that. I used to be amazing at panning makeup. But another video that I've got coming up, I'm going to be doing a huge like beauty overhaul on myself. I'm going to be doing all kinds of masks, dealing with my brows, my moustache. I want to perm my hair. I've bought tinting products. I want to do my brows and my lashes. Although the lash tint I bought is just dark brown, so I don't know if it's actually going to do anything. but I know the brow tint is gonna catch all the lighter hairs and make them darker. And I've got fake nails that I want to put on my hands too. Anyways, I'm going to leave this video here. I'm going to wait for this to dry and then sort of fix it before I go filming any more videos. Oh, I've got hiccups almost. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry that I haven't been around. I'm going to try and get back to comments. I know it's going to be like months after the fact. And yeah, so you may see an influx, a very dramatic influx of videos that were filmed back in maybe the end of July, sort of August type period, all the way through to present day. We'll see. I still need to edit them, so I'll see how relevant they are. And yeah, anyways, if there's anything you want to know, anything you want me to talk about, let me know in the comments, and I will try and get those videos filmed. As I say, I'm going to have like a panning intentions, what I intend to do panning wise next year. I've got inventory coming up, this, that and the other, lots of stuff, lots of things, yeah. Stick around, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.